All right, I'm back. It's been a minute. I took a few weeks off making any videos. Just been enjoying the car after Texas 2K. That whole event was a real shit show. It didn't work out as nice as it was supposed to, with between the rain and all the police and everything, presence everywhere. It really was pretty bad. And drove for about 4.5 hours, 4 hours or so, all the way out there. Took this car on E85. Not bad. I got out there 3/4 of a tank. Got pretty decent miles per gallon. Driving all the way out there, me and a couple buddies. So I didn't really record anything. We were at the event. Started raining out on Friday. We ended up leaving, going back to the hotel. Saturday, it rained almost all Saturday, and they ended up closing the track down, so we didn't even go out. And there was due rain on Sunday as well. And we just made the decision on Saturday night to just go ahead and head back home. So me and my buddies just drove back home Saturday night after Texas 2K and just hung out for Sunday out here at my house and enjoyed their trip before they went back home. And I just went straight back into working mass overtime. So I've been pretty busy since the whole event, so I haven't really recorded much. And like I said, the car's been doing fine. I haven't had any issues. I've just been driving it to work and enjoying it. But I do need to do an oil change, which I'm going to get on that right now. And last night I took it out for a cruise. I was going to do some draggy pulls, and I started to get a miss under high RPM, under boost. I'm pretty sure it's the spark plugs. These are the same spark plugs that I put in over about a year or year and a half ago. Even through me redoing the heads, I never changed the plugs. So I'm going to pull the plugs out. I'm going to check them out. I got a new set right here. One stage colder. If anyone wants to know the part number, that is the part number. Let me try to get it. There's the part number for you, the 7s. I'm going to go ahead and run through there and show you the gap that I set. On these ones, I believe I had them around 25 to 26 thousandths. I might actually gap them a little bit down, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll walk you through that process. Alright, so I got all the spark plugs out. I labeled them. So cylinder 4. It looks pretty good. I mean, let's see. Still measures out gapped about around 27 thousandths. It opened up a little. We're going to go ahead and toss in the new plugs, but so 1 through 4, they all look pretty good. They're all tan in color, so as far as wear, they look pretty solid. No abnormal wear or anything on it, no weird conditions. They all look pretty good, but we're going to go ahead and swap them out because I know they've been through a lot, especially with the anti-lag, all the backfires and whatnot. They definitely could have gotten damaged, but we're going to go ahead and swap them out while I'm letting the oil drain, and we can take, I'm going to have to do another test drive afterwards, but see if that cleaned up the problem. That should be it, since there's been nothing else changed on the car. But we've got some new ones here, so I'm going to go ahead and open them up. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and gap these a little smaller, since I'm running a lot more boost than what I was normally running. Same ones, LFR, you can see part number there, LFR 7 AIX. And we're going to go ahead and let's check the gap right out of the box. This is the gapper that I like to use. It's a lot better than the traditional coin type that you get at AutoZone or whatnot. These sliding ones are a lot easier, and they also have this addition right here on the end that make setting the gap when you need to open it back up a lot easier. It just hooks in and it actually pulls on the grounding strap itself. It makes it a lot easier to pull it back up, because as anyone knows, if you gap a plug, you can just tap it and get it shrunken down, but if you need to open it up, it's very difficult to open it up without damaging it. And this one, like I said, you just put it down and it'll just pull on it a little, and it pulls on the ground strap. It won't damage anything on the electrode. This is the style that I like to use. But let's see where we're at here. So Looks like we're at about 29 to 30 thousandths. 29 to 30. Let's see, we'll just check them and see where they're all at. I think it's probably where they're going to be set out of the box, unless someone dropped a box and it got damaged. But so let's see, this one's a little tighter. I go around 28. So this one's around 28 on that one. Let's see, the next one. What we got? That's pretty solid 30 thou. Okay, and the last one. About 29 to 30. So, like I said, these plugs are still perfectly fine. I'm sure if I gap them down to like 22, they'd probably do just fine. But since I got them out, I know they've been beaten on for a while. I'm going to keep these as a spare set just in case I come across any issue one time, maybe out of track or something. I could just toss it back in to get me by. But we're going to go ahead and gap these down and see where we're at. So let me see what's the best way. We can just pan over here. I'm actually going to I'll just use this, but just tap, little taps like that, and just little by little, check it out. Let's see. So right now we're about 29 to 30. I know there's tools that I've seen online where you can slide this in and slowly push it down, which is probably a lot better. But I've always done them by just tapping on stuff, and as long as you get the feel of it, it's not too bad. But probably the jolts are not the greatest thing. So we're at 27. Let me check that one again. Where are we at now? Still about the same. Gotta do a little harder. Where are we at? Yeah, that closed it up real nice. So that's about 23 to 24 thousandths. So try to go down. We'll go down to 23, and we'll set them all at 23. So that's pretty solid right there, 23. So we're gonna do the same. The other ones. That one's set. $26. A good little hit there. And it's about 22. So we're going to go ahead and use this to pull it back up, slide it in, and just slightly pull on it, and it should go back up pretty easy. There we go. Yeah, I like that. 23. At 25. A little bit more. That's a good one. And it really comes down to a feel of doing these taps. So we're about 22. Gonna go up a little. Let's try that. I'm gonna try a little bit more open. Okay. Yeah, we're good there. 23. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm sitting right around that 23, 22, so I'm gonna go with that on all of them. Yeah, that's 29. So let's go ahead and drop it down a little. $25. 23 to 24, a little bit more, and that should be it right there. That's pretty close, so we'll go with that. So we went ahead and got all these down to between about 23 thousandths of a gap is what we were going for. All of these are still perfectly fine. I'm going to toss them back in these boxes. At least you can see all the fueling and everything is looking pretty good. They're not, let's see if I can get a zoom up on it. So you can see the coloring definitely on the rich side, which is what I would prefer. Rich, but pretty clean overall. Not too bad. Nice and tan. Looks pretty good. So all of them pretty much look the same. You can see there. So AFR is pretty good. Like I said, I'd rather run a little on the rich side. So nothing wrong with these. We're going to go ahead and save them. I'll work on getting those other ones tossed back in. But it's a pretty safe gap. Normally I try to stay down around the 25, 26, but this power level definitely doesn't hurt to drop down into that 24, 23 area. Because obviously as they wear or as they get hot, the gap will naturally want to open. And then that's when you start getting the misfires, is when they start to open due to heat, continuous heat, or just wear, and the gap starts getting larger. So we're going to go ahead and save these. And we'll put them away as spares, just in case. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toss these back in and finish up the oil change. So one thing I do want to talk about, which I've seen other people make videos on it, and this ETS kit comes right over your oil cap. The only option I've seen is the Killer B, which brings it up and puts it over here. I'm probably going to end up having to get that because it's super annoying to be having to take this pipe off every time you want to fill your oil. Especially with, I have one of these, which make it super easy to do my oil changes. Just screws right on. Super nice. But unfortunately, I can't be using this anymore unless I pull that charge pipe off to be able to put this on there. But I'm going to have to order one of those. They're just, quite frankly, too expensive for what it does. But I guess they can charge what they want to charge for them. So I'll probably have to put an order in for that. If anyone else has any other ideas of maybe a different model, oil tube, or anything else that might line up better, let me know down in the comments, and we'll see about doing something with that. Not really a good solution on that. Alright, so we got everything put back together, got the oil change done, got the new plugs in that are gapped down. I'm not going to start it up in the middle of the night, and this car's pretty loud when you start it. So I'll start it up tomorrow, and I'll probably put this video up now, and I'll put another video up of hopefully trying to get the draggy hit. And obviously I'm still trying to set up a date for me to go to the dyno. Possibly next weekend, but I got some other plans, so if not, maybe the weekend after. We'll see, but that's definitely in the works to be coming. The hatch, I'm still working on getting a block. I'm trying to decide on the actual motor setup, because I may be selling the stroker motor that I have here off to the side to one of my buddies. We'll see about that. I'm looking at a new block setup for that. Still working on it. So this is the next thing. I need to finish the Hawkeye. So the engine is right over there on the stand. I started putting the heads together, so I think I'm going to jump back on this just to get this up and running so I can put it around and not put so many miles on the white one, because that just gets straight hard miles, and it's a little hard to stay out of the gas when you have that much power in it, so you can have some fun. So I really want to just put this around. I really like these chassis. They're one of my favorites. We'll see. But Other than that, I got some other small things on there, but as far as power, I think that one's going to stay exactly where it's at. I've been driving it around on the 24 pounds is where I have it, about 23 and a half. In the sport setting, I got the 28 pounds on the Sport Sharp. Not really a need to be running around on Sport Sharp all the time, but I just leave it in Sport and it's plenty of fun. Still gets up and moves out. And I've did a couple runs. I did not have the camera rolling when I went to a Subaru meet. But yeah, no problem. 24 pounds is enough to pull on a lot of cars. So we'll see. But I'll let you guys know if that fixed the miss on this engine. And it'll probably be on the video where I'm trying to get it to the dyno. I do have another run that I'm trying to set up with this one. I'm not going to say anything about what it is, but if I could get my buddy to confirm a time, I want to get a video of this running this person again, because I do have a video of running them already once when this was making about 350, 370 on pump gas to the wheels, somewhere in that ballpark. So now with the new setup, it's definitely be a lot funner. I just want to rerun it and see where I'm at on that. So that's where I'm going to end it for today. It's middle of the night. I'm just out here wrenching, trying to clean up some stuff. But yep, time to get on some more projects. So the break time is over. We're coming up to summer, which is not going to be fun because it's going to be hot as crap out here. So we'll see what I can get done before it really gets out of hand. All right, see you guys next time.